Okay, this may be a whole lot more than you want to know once again, but here are the tools of the trade. The bow, the arrow, and a invention of, I think, John Drum's design. It's a piece of log that has been cut at an angle and a nail driven into it, a half of a reel, and then the monofilament wrapped on that. This strategy allows that line to play out very, very easily. Over here we have a bucket of twine, and this bucket of twine is used to then pulled up, or the twine is pulled up after you get the monofilament across. And you have laid this twine down in the bucket in such a way that one person can do it all by themselves. And when you pull the monofilament across, you're just feeding the twine back into the bucket. It works very, very well. Now, where we are today is we have made the first shot, so to say, and we've pulled the twine across, and then we pulled the Dacron rope across. There's no way you're going to be able to see this, I don't think, but up into the air, the top of this tree, you may or may not be able to see it going across to the tree of interest on the far side with the pink ribbon on it. So what that says is that, or you can infer that I went over into my neighbor's yard with the bow, the magic half of a reel of monofilament, with the monofilament spooled up on half of a reel, and stood just about where this cardboard box is. And we're going to see in a minute what's in that cardboard box. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? And I looked up in the air. I found the notch up there that I wanted to go through. And again, once again, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see the monofilament. I mean, to see the black line. Maybe you can. I don't think so, though. I put the arrow through the notch. Now, while that's all well and good, I had I probably had about 4 spoonfuls of raw bits for breakfast, because I went further than I wanted. I went across the parking lot, or the part of the driveway, and down on the other side of that other tree. What I really wanted to do was to drop that arrow right on the other side of this tree. So now I've got this classic problem. But let's look at this device while we're at it. This is the, again, a John Drum patented device, and I have made one modest improvement. You can see that it's a spool of Dacron held by a metal pipe in a box, quite portable. Put the lid on it, carry it wherever you want to go. But to feed it out by yourself, to keep tension on this part of the rope, what I did is poked a hole in the end of the box, just about the size, or just actually I'll show you, you cut a square like a snake bite cut with a knife, and feed the rope through there. And so what happens is it keeps that rope nice and tight as you pull it out. Again, you're leaving the box unattended on this side, and you're on the other side pulling that Dacron across. Okay, so now what we're going to do is come back over here and deal with the problem that we've created. And of course the problem that we've created is that we've got way too much guy, because we want the guy to be on that first tree only. And again, I don't think you're going to see it, but the guy rope now goes between those two trees. And I'm not tall enough to reach up there and grab that center and pull it down. And a slingshot monofilament over the cross of it and then pull that monofilament down. I'm not sure that could probably work. But what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try to do, is I've got the bow all set up again, and I'm going to try to lob an arrow right across that across that Dacron and down again, just to get over it enough to where I've got a loop of monofilament over the top of that Dacron that I can pull that Dacron down in the middle. I'll let you know on the next the next episode of the Lone Ranger and the Dacron line. I'll be back. Bye. Well, I've proved the axiom. It's a whole lot better to be lucky than to be good. It took only one shot. Here's the arrow hanging from the line up above. It took only one shot, but it took 3 attempts. I'll tell you all about that later. Now I'll let you know in a little bit whether or not I can get the centerpiece pulled down all right. Thanks. Bye. Well, okay, it's done. About 2.5 hours, and at the very end, when I had that piece going across the driveway and had to shoot the arrow to pull it down, I had to get Katie out here to help me for just a few seconds. Actually, more like about 5 minutes. And her only response was, "You guys are crazy. It's cold out here." So, just to let you know, so here is guy number 1. I think y'all have seen this. These are weights made from antifreeze jugs, 1-gallon jugs with a bolt in it. Everybody's got those though, nothing unique there. There's the box on the other side. This is our first tree. And if we come back over here far enough, I can trip into the fence. And there's probably no way in the world you can see it, but those guy wires go right up through the intended fork. In fact, we're going to have to jury rig them or jiggle them a little bit to pull them down into the fork. But anyway, number 1 is done. About 2.5 hours work. No broken windshields, no arrows in the tire, and the only real admonition was from Katie, which was, "You guys are crazy." Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.